All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Democracy Now. I'm your host, Wilfred Padua, and I'm here with my guest, my real host. I don't know why I keep on saying guest host.
Yeah, did you call me guest host before?
Yeah, I have.
Have you before?
Yeah, it's an accident.
It's in the other videos?
Yeah.
Better not be.
I'm here with my co-host, Jeffrey Sheen.
Oh, my buddy refuses
To what?
to find the Booyah video.
And
He said no.
we have our guest, Garri Fishboat Madeira.
Can I change my nickname?
To what?
Night Soil?
Night Soil?
Yeah.
God, you're such a gross guy.
Garri Night Soil Madeira?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you can do
All right,
that.
fine.
Yeah.
I feel like I've, yeah.
Is that why you're wearing all black?
Yeah, because you want
To go with the
was,
night soil theme?
Yeah.
you're trying to sneak into our toilets.
And fertilize your,
Yeah.
the grounds.
Yeah, lay all over my onions and eggplant.
Yeah.
Will you change this?
What?
There it is.
Oh,
There it
man.
is.
Look at that.
you
It's
go.
not
Yep.
yet. Not yet. That's the wiener, and here comes the nuts.
Booyah! All right, none of that.
That's from
Every page.
2005.
That's a good one. I can't believe I missed that.
Yeah. They're
Um,
dead now.
Yep. Garri, you missed a fun game night last night.
Yeah, I couldn't find a date, so I didn't respond.
Oh, I didn't even know you got. Did you invite him
What?
Yeah.
to last night's game night?
Yeah, he was invited.
I was invited.
But you didn't text him yesterday.
No, I didn't, because I didn't know what was going on. It was just you, and I was running late, so I didn't know if we were coordinating too much.
Yeah.
Gary, you can come to the next one.
All right.
Well, we're doing a movie night without you.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Can Gary come to that?
to see
You will
Dune?
be a fifth wheel.
Oh, yeah.
No, I only want Gary there if he's going to bang our girlfriends in front of us.
He's not going to do that.
That's not going to happen.
Why not?
No,
Gary, then you're not allowed to go.
I will refuse. Gary's a watcher.
Yeah.
No, I want to see Gary step up to the plate.
No,
once.
He's
He
a
gets to step up
watcher
to the plate.
only.
Oh, man. That would
His
be-
eyes fuel me.
Oh, I couldn't believe making eye contact with you. While you're
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
feel his. I could feel his eyes
Just
on
going,
my.
"Woo."
Yeah, it gives me energy.
Mhm.
Like how I am in Gary's gaze.
Yeah. Gary, who are the porn stars that you like?
Oh.
You're so porny already.
Well, I mean,
He was the one who was bringing it up before.
well, we were watching.
And you're the one that was
whatever-
putting balls in asses earlier.
That's just a classic internet gross video.
Yes, that is a historical video.
Yeah, that is for history. Gary was talking about what he likes to crank it to,
Yeah.
which I don't want to know that.
Yeah.
You don't want to know about Anissa Kate?
I don't
Anissa Kate?
want to know who you crank it to.
There you go.
Don't Google it, Wilfred. I don't need to be taken there. This is for Gary
Oh,
and
wow.
Gary alone.
Am I spelling it right?
You are. I believe so.
Kate?
Yeah. There you go.
I don't like how this
Images.
is starting.
I didn't even type in nude.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you for not putting in nude. Okay.
She's a little too polished for me.
Yeah.
All right.
She's yeah.
Well,
She's a veteran, dude.
I'm happy you found somebody, Gary.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Gary, you
there
ruined my computer.
Yeah.
Safe search.
Off, buddy.
Oh, there we go.
Gee, all right. Wilfred, please.
Come on, man.
Look at all that cream on her.
Wilfred, get that off.
I'll get
I do not
something
want to
off.
be all horned up with you two.
All right. Okay. So, Gary, you sent me some Asian stuff.
I did.
Um,
I kind of went off.
we've got some Asian stuff to talk about.
Would you go off topic a little bit, Gary?
Not so much, but it was like Filipino stuff, and then it kind of made me think of cults.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, because there was that one QAnon queen from Canada. I think we may have talked about her before.
I don't know if we have.
Yeah, but she's like, yeah, she's crazy, dude. I think she's out west.
Tell me some more details about her.
Yeah, who's this QAnon queen?
She is.
Isn't the
I'll
QAnon
look her-
guy
I'll
in
look
the
her up.
Philippines?
Yeah, the QAnon guys. It was
Yeah.
a father and son.
Oh, there's more.
No, there was the original QAnon people were a father and son that were in the Philippines. Here, go back, go up, and then play that video. Of
No.
It's
Dude,
it's just a video of the Island Boys kissing each other.
Yes, that
Did you see that? But they kissed really
They
good.
kissed intensely. I was like, what? I thought it was just like going to be a peck on the cheek. Do you want a peck on a cheek?
QAnon Queen.
Yeah, Canada. Put in Canada.
She lives in Canada.
Yeah. She just comes up with this wild stuff. Like, she has her own money.
Romana Didulo
Yeah.
is a Canadian conspiracy theorist. She is one of the most prominent figures of the QAnon movement in Canada and promotes other conspiracy theories such as the pseudo-legal concepts derived from the sovereign citizen movement. What do all these things mean?
That's quite a bit. The sovereign citizens movement is people claiming that they are sovereign citizens, so they are not a part of the country or government that they're in. So, like, if a cop pulls you over, they're like, roll in your window. They'll be like, I'm a sovereign citizen. I do not adhere to your rules.
Oh, really?
Your speed limits don't matter to me.
Yeah. This does not
Oh.
apply to me. I am a sovereign citizen.
Yeah.
Okay.
You definitely get a
So
beat down.
so the idea is that you get away with some laws because you're
Yeah, like they are like, I
not
guess it's like,
subscribing to America or Canada or whatever.
right. They're like extreme libertarians where there's like, no, the government does not apply to me. I do not support it. So the rules do not apply.
So what's your interest in this lady?
It popped up on. I watched the Vice thing about her, the Vice documentary on her. It was like 15 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was quick. But she has like her own money, and she just tells people. What
She has
to
her
do.
own money?
Yeah,
She's Filipino?
she's
Yeah.
Filipino. She's an older Filipino woman.
How come Filipino people are so QAnon?
I don't know, man. Well, I think
Why
it's
are
really
you guys starting QAnon and ruining my government?
it's really easy to like I guess it feels like we're a people that get brainwashed pretty easily.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
think
these are
it's-
like the brainwashers. They're like the tops.
Yeah, but then you realize that people can be taken advantage of. Because I mean the Philippines is it's a lot of poor people and a lot of people that are just like trying to get out of this awful situation.
You did get swindled by Pepsi.
We did get swindled by Pepsi. Yeah, we got swindled by Spain, the US,
Yeah.
Pepsi,
Johnson and Johnson.
Johnson & Johnson. How?
Yeah, I found. This
Don't get in this anti-vax shit.
No. It was. I follow Greenpeace Philippines, and like the way they sell soap there is it's often available at the like corner store, and it's always like in small packets. Like
Okay.
for lack of a better like a ketchup packet. Just imagine like this long strip of like ketchup packets, but inside that is like soap.
You mean like hotel soap?
No, not like. I guess yeah. Sometimes it does come in that form where it's just like like a sachet is I believe the technical term.
Like hand soap?
Yeah. No, just like a I don't know how to. The thing that I see most, when I first saw it, was like, oh, this is like a ketchup packet of soap.
Of what kind of soap? Laundry detergent
Laundry
soap?
detergent, hand soap.
So you buy your soaps in
Dishwash,
packets.
yeah.
All types of soaps.
Plastic packets like that, right?
The
And-
Perla?
Yeah, and like Greenpeace was like saying that like Johnson and Johnson or whoever the big company is over there is like they think they want you to portray themselves as like for the environment, but these are crap. Like these don't biodegrade at all.
So they create a lot of waste.
So they create a lot of waste, but that's how they make soap available to the masses is in those packets.
Oh, because they don't want to make more soap, so they just make tinier soap.
They make tinier soaps and they sell them at like, I don't know, 5-10 pesos each. So it seems like it's cheaper, but
Why
it's
don't-
not.
Is that the only place they do that in?
I don't know.
It's probably in like India too.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, probably wherever poor people are.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because we got Tide Pods over here.
Yeah. And those are, but like everything comes like in a bigger.
Well,
you know,
why were people eating them? Were they getting high off it?
That's what they thought.
It was just a challenge.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like an internet
It
challenge.
was just a goof?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I did think some people were getting high, thought they could get high off of fucking.
I mean, maybe. They were dumb.
soap.
Yeah. So what's up with this? You had talked about this thing, the cult movement.
Yeah, Banal na Pag-aral. I always just called it BNP, but like they kind of approached my mom, and they're like this, I don't know, offshoot Catholic cult.
Really?
And yeah,
They approached your mom?
they approached my mom.
When was this?
This was about maybe 15 years ago. Excuse me.
Okay.
And They do like prayer things like every week. They do like which is pretty common. Like the prayer, a prayer group
Yeah,
goes from house to house.
my parents are part of a prayer group.
Do they bring a statue with them?
I don't think so.
Okay.
They
have a statue.
they had what was it called? There was an initial group called Couples for Christ. Did you have that around Detroit?
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with that.
And then my brother was part of Couples for Christ. He joined later, but my parents had was a part of this thing called Familia,
that I
which
haven't
was
heard of.
like a prayer group that was in the Philippines. And then I don't know, it's kind of like it seems like a reaction to Couples for Christ. Like I think they had like some beef with Couples for Christ. And
Wait,
then
what's Couples for Christ?
it's just like a Filipino like community, Catholic community where they get together and do pray together, and then they talk about like the gospel and shit.
Why couples? Is it just because you have to be in a couple?
Yeah. And then they had Singles for Christ, which was Couples for Christ was the original, and I think it was focused on. I should probably just look this up. Focused on like how to like help your marriage. Like a support under
marriage
God.
support. And then Singles for Christ was probably like christianmingle.com/Filipino.
Yeah, and I think my brother met his wife via Singles for Christ.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
And
So it
and
works.
now they're in couples.
There you go. You move up. You start out at Singles for Christ, and then
Yeah.
you move up.
Is an internet. So CFC is an international
Yeah.
Catholic lay Excellion movement. Man, I'm bad at reading today.
Yeah, you can't
Our
read
goal is to renew and strengthen Christian values. It is one of 123 international associations of the faithful. But yeah, anyways, so my parents had their own prayer group, and then they, like every month, they had a Sabbath, where we would like have our own like mass on a Saturday.
Yeah.
No
fucking-
statue?
I don't think there was a statue, but there
What's a
was.
statue, by the way?
The statue, it can be, sometimes it's the Virgin Mary, or
Yeah.
sometimes it's Santa Niño.
Oh.
That's baby Jesus.
I was going to say, I don't know the second one.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Child of Prague? I did not realize this because the only way I knew the statue was Santa Niño. I've always seen it in Filipino houses, and then I dated a Polish Catholic girl.
Oh.
Yeah, and we went over to
Was
her
it my
grandmother's
girlfriend? I will fucking kill you.
No.
If you got into my girlfriend before I did.
Oh, let Garri get in first. Please.
Dude, she likes Filipinos.
Yeah.
No.
No,
give me
this
a
is
Google.
not your girlfriend.
Give me a Google of the baby.
And yeah, so
be
yeah, that's the
taken then.
statue, and it travels like there's a new every week it goes to like a new house.
Oh.
He's
This
look
guy.
at he's a real gaudy little kid.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
like a little toddler baby with a crown.
Yeah, he's like a little king.
That's hilarious.
Santa
That-
Niño. Yeah, he's funny.
It seems like you shouldn't worship that.
You know,
Seems
honestly,
like it's like an idol.
there are
yeah.
a lot of that is what's interesting about like Catholicism is that they went from like what was it, Moses, where they were like worshiping the
golden
sheep.
calf.
Yeah, the golden
calf. Yeah.
And then now Catholics just worship statues all the time.
There's so many statues.
So many statues.
And I thought you weren't supposed to do that.
Hey man, I don't know.
Wow.
But no, dude, it's hey.
You're also not supposed to look back, or you'll get turned into a pillar of salt.
What do you mean
that's
look
true.
back?
I mean, that's just a piece of the gospel.
Yeah.
Actually, that's Old Testament, so it's not gospel.
Yeah, and the look back
Well,
was
that's
just
yeah, it's gospel.
No, the Old Testament wasn't gospel. Gospel's all New Testament.
I didn't realize it was only okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of the gospel is about Jesus' life.
Oh.
And you're talking about looking back with the salt because of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah.
Because wasn't that just don't look at hedonism?
Yeah, it's like don't look back at it, you know? Like
yeah,
if
don't
a
look
girl,
at it.
if a girl's twerking,
Yeah.
Yeah, don't look.
look
Or
back at it.
Booyah.
Right, yeah,
If
don't
there's
look
a
at
booyah-
We should be all salt right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
porn's going to turn us to salt. And honestly, it's probably what's happening to our society.
Yeah.
Everyone's very salty.
You think that's why?
It's probably because of all the porn we watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we're all so angry and full of salt.
My dick is like I guess it was like a slug, and then it got salted on.
Oh, and
What?
then it dissolved.
My dick.
Your
yeah,
penis
just
dissolved.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Porn has done that to my penis.
All right. Anyways, I'm here to learn. Educate me about Philippines. Take me there,
But
boys.
yeah, and, no, we're trying to get into this.
Yeah.
The
So
BNP, the cult
the
movement.
BNP.
Banal na pag-aral.
Yeah. And so they come off as a Catholic institution or a cult, but then like there's this woman Ati Salvi who you're also supposed to like give money to and worship, and we did it for I don't know maybe like a year or two.
Oh, so you got sucked in?
We got sucked in for a year, but it was very casual. Like they have retreats and stuff that you can go to. I never went, but I think my mom went to one. And
what's some of their crazy beliefs?
Most of their crazy beliefs is the woman Ati Salvi, where like you have to like donate to her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's like put herself in a position where, hey, it's God and
well,
then
technically,
the Son,
I think
and
to
then
make it
Holy
a
Ghost.
cult,
Yeah.
There's got to be either violence or some sex stuff going on.
Oh, okay.
Did you have to jerk this lady off?
No, I did not finger bang her.
Well, no, this sounds like it's just like a money grabbing scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's all
then
that is.
Under the guise of like prayer and stuff and fellowship.
So how much money did they get out of your mom?
I don't think they got that much. I mean, we hosted like
Guess. Give me a number.
I don't know.
10,000.
I'll ballpark it at
2,000.
2,000.
Oh, wow.
Oh, is this why you never went to college?
Yeah.
You didn't go to college?
No. I went to college. I don't know where the fuck he came up with that.
Poor Garri couldn't go to college.
His
because
mom's
of the
spending
cult.
money on this Catholic cult.
He had to spend his 20s jerking off this old lady.
And then what made it real interesting was, at least from my family, was that like one night we hosted it when we were like getting out, like we were friends with this priest who did not like this organization.
Well,
So
good.
he came in and he was just part of it, and he like had this like debate with them, like you guys.
Oh,
are-
really?
Yeah. And
That must
so-
have been exciting.
It was very friendly. I thought it was gonna get more tense because just know how angry like Filipinos can get, and especially over religion. But it was actually kind of cordial. And
Was
then-
he Filipino?
Yeah,
Ah, okay. Yeah.
he was a fun priest.
Yeah, I had some pretty cool priests in my day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who'd you have?
Father Jerry, very sweet guy.
Oh, okay.
He was like really into gardening. My parents like just had me and my little sister hanging out with him sometimes.
That's nice, Father.
Was he
Jerry.
Filipino?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh,
white
he
guy.
wasn't.
And then there was Father Dick Hayatsu.
Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't say his full name,
Yeah.
but great guy, great priest. Actually, so he was a priest while I was like I was an altar boy when I was like in second grade, and then we moved away and I went to high school and we did our like junior retreat.
Okay.
Did you guys do a junior?
Yeah, we had a
retreat?
retreat every year.
And then Father Dick was there.
Mm-hmm.
And he was doing like, I think we were doing confession or something like that.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to him and crying because I was like so moved by the guy.
Dude, retreats
Oh,
can do that
yeah.
to you. Retreats, yeah.
Those retreats are fucking. First of all, first time I've like I cried like all weekend because it was like so emotional.
Yeah.
Wait, what did they do to you?
You're just given this space. Like once you enter it, like you're just in this kind of like emotionally vulnerable space.
Yeah, it's like this very solemn space that like, and we
Like
would
a
do like
gym?
no, we would go to a camp.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
okay.
a retreat center.
Oh,
Yeah.
you go to
Yeah.
a camp.
And then you'd like break off into little groups and talk about like your problems, but it was like centered around like one theme.
Oh,
and you
okay.
would have those conversations every night. And
Yeah.
then
What were some of your problems?
I don't remember I think one of the themes was like temptations or something like that.
Ooh, yeah, sounds like you still struggle.
What temptation? Tell me what I'm tempted
Oh,
by.
the pornography you keep talking and showing
That's
us.
historical research.
That's research.
I'm looking at research. I'm looking at Booyahs.
Still a porn addict, I see.
I don't look at porn.
All right.
I would never do that.
So you cried about your temptations.
Teresa, if
Yeah.
you're listening, I don't look at porn.
Yeah.
I only look at your naked body.
Oh,
And then I draw pictures about it, and then
Good.
I jerk off to those pictures.
good. I'm glad you only draw them.
I just remember that because one of my one thing that really stood out was one of my teachers was talking about his temptations. He's like, yeah, I still have like I have problems with like women and like getting attention from like I want their attention. And I remember being in high school and being like, that's really like cool that you're open to say that.
Oh yeah, you thought that
Yeah.
was cool.
Yeah.
This old loser. I'm still worried what women think of me.
He was in his late 20s, okay?
I was one of the younger dudes.
Yeah.
What was
Realize
yours,
it.
Gary? Do you have any temptations? Or a theme?
He's
Booze.
tempted by booties.
Yeah.
booties, booze. I kind of drank a lot in
high school?
Yeah.
In high
Oh
school,
my God, Gary.
Yeah.
Is that what happened to you?
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, it was pretty easy to, like, we went to school in Detroit, so we always could, like, just go and buy booze.
Jesus Christ,
at
Gary.
like a liquor store, like south of 8 Mile, of course. There's a good reference for the audience. And after school, yeah, we just buy like booze.
You just get trashed every day?
There were a couple nights because my parents were so strict. They were like, "No, you can't go out tonight." And I'm like, "All right, I guess."
Oh, you were allowed to go? I wasn't even allowed to go out.
Oh yeah, I mean, occasionally we would go out, but I think a lot of times it was either there was like someone's birthday. The joke amongst my friends in high school was like, "Gary, you have someone like in your family has a birthday like every other week," and I'm like, "There's a lot of us." Like,
did your parents know you drank?
Yeah, they knew, but we never expressed it. You know what I mean? In that weird like Filipino way, where like, "Oh, why is your face so red?" And I'm like, "Oh,
yeah."
Do they not care?
They care, but it's more of guilt. I feel like they always want to guilt you out of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Can you drink in the Philippines?
Yeah.
So maybe that's so they don't care because that's like
It's more socially acceptable, but like at the same time, like can't be. We were driving around and shit. And
so you went to the retreat and you had to talk about your temptations of booze.
yeah,
Were you talking about booze at the retreat?
I talked about booze.
Wow.
Yeah, put it out there, man.
Gary's coming in like a 45-year-old alcoholic.
Jeez. I hit my daughter and I can't face her anymore.
What do you mean, daughter? Like,
I wake up and just drink just to get out of bed.
Yeah.
Gary.
junior year was rough.
This one was a good one that I came across it too.
Okay.
So it's on the ASEAN identity thread. I'm a teacher and I'm scared of teaching white kids.
What?
I completely understand. I feel like on this podcast we're teachers and we have a white kid that we have to
you're
teach.
my teacher.
Yeah.
Hey, teach.
I'm an Asian female and work as a teacher. I used to work at a school.
Oh,
that
that's
was,
why.
Oh, you think it's because she's a woman?
She's an Asian woman.
Yeah.
You know, I
Oh.
said that earlier. You know,
Oh, yeah,
Asian
that's
women
right.
are our kryptonite. We can't help it.
Yeah, you started kissing me when we saw
Yeah,
those big
yeah.
Asian tits.
If either one of you put a wig on, it breaks us.
Come on, put on a wig. Let's see what.
Well, I can just put my hair down.
Put on a wig. I want to see this.
You want me to
happen.
put my hair down?
Gary, please,
Here.
my white male brain can't handle it.
All right, here we go.
You look over here, I'm holding the body pillow of an anime babe. Oh, no.
And I'm like,
is this
God,
arousing
this-
you, Jeff? Is
Oh.
my long hair
Oh,
arousing
Gary. I can't
Gary, put the
control
hair away.
you? Put the hair
myself.
away.
Put the hair away. You're gonna get cream all over it.
My jeans are getting tighter. My jeans.
Okay. I used to work at a school that was quite diverse. I generally got along with the Asian students, obviously because of culture. But I noticed that I, as an adult, become scared of teaching white kids. It's not out of maliciousness,
Okay.
but it's that, one, I feel like I don't know how to handle them if they act out.
We are tough to handle.
Yeah. And
We're very
two,
randy bunch.
She's scared she's gonna get hit on.
and two, I'm afraid that they'll judge my English if their parents spoke English at home to them. What? Anyways, I know my
make fun of her English.
Yeah, I know my English is perfectly fine and proper. I don't have an accent. I read a lot and generally am eloquent. But I do know 100% that I don't sound like a white person, meaning the idioms, choice of words, even the ways you interact with a student, because I didn't grow up speaking English in my household. Also, it's just a gut instinct thing. You just know when you feel uncomfortable around certain people. And I think I'm coming from a place of feeling like a misfit.
Misfit.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I worked in education, and I thought the white kids were great.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, in fact, I was kind of scared of the black kids because they were better at bullying than the white kids were.
Yeah, I feel like white kids.
I know how to manipulate white kids.
Right.
They're stupid. Black kids are savvy. Like those
street smart.
they were just like they were funnier. They were like better at giving you shit.
That's for sure.
The white kids, like
White
also
kids are probably usually a little bit more scared too.
well, also I worked at predominantly black schools, so the white kids were more scared. They were the less cool kids.
Yeah. They're the smaller numbers.
I told you that story about that kid that I thought had. I was like, man, this kid's just a loser. It's crazy. He's like, just like has no friends, kind of a nerd. And then I later found out that he was like severely autistic.
Oh yeah, I've heard about this. I think you mentioned this before.
And I just thought it was because he was a white loser kid.
He was just
you just thought white people were losers.
I thought
he was autistic.
I thought the black kids were just so much cooler.
No, we can also be cool.
Yeah.
If we're not cool, we're autistic.
How do you feel about
Those
this?
are the rules.
Yeah.
Well, she just sounds insecure.
Yeah, she sounds very insecure.
Oh, sure.
Odds are nothing will happen, and if they ever do make fun of her English, it would be way far away from her and never to her face.
Oh, wait, hold on. There's a note. A single poster felt it was his responsibility to take this opportunity to say how great whites are in relation to other non-whites. He is gone, whether you're a white troll or just misguided and need to read the rules, we are watching. Jeff, how do you feel about that?
Wait, what was it? Hold that note.
There was a guy that said felt it was his responsibility to take this opportunity to say how great whites are in relation to non-whites.
Oh, he is gone. Well, what did he say? Yeah, I can't form an opinion without seeing what he said.
What would you have said?
I would have said, whites are great to non-whites. Always have been, and there's no history saying otherwise.
Thank God the police are around because they're around being great.
Yeah, there is no documentation of us ever being cruel.
You're just teaching them lessons. That's all. Sometimes it's a tough lesson. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that like she's insecure, and there's also like some racism that is going on within her. I mean, like if you're gonna, it's your job to be a teacher. You have to be a teacher before you're an Asian woman.
Right. There's certain things that you establish in the classroom in terms of like just being authoritative.
Yeah, that was nice, Wilfred.
Yeah.
You're a teacher first.
And that's how, I mean, I said, I think last week I said that I'm a comedian first. You got to do your job right.
That's great. Oh, you identified job first.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did say that she was like, I connect with the Asian kids better, obviously.
Yeah, she's a racist piece.
And then the white kids, I'm afraid. And then you got to, like, how old are these kids? Does she say?
I don't know, but I bet they have, it doesn't say anything. There's no, like, insinuation. I'm assuming
like
middle school?
Yeah, that's my kind of guess, but, like, you have no idea. And they're also kids. You can't be afraid of kids.
No, you got to.
If you're an adult.
Here's one. If that's how you feel, you're not fit to be a teacher. To be honest, I was always annoyed at Asian teachers who spoke broken English. Like there's a part of me that goes, how is this broken English person teaching me about anything? Oh, that guy got banned.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he was saying. Oh.
Yeah.
You thought he was saying you're not fit to be a teacher because you're afraid to teach?
Yeah.
But he was
Well, I
saying
do
something
think
very racist.
All right. Okay.
You immediately like, oh, okay, this is good.
Let's make sure that if we get anywhere with this podcast, don't clip that piece up.
No, Wilfred agrees, and so do I, actually. Now that you agree, I feel confident enough to say I also agree. Because you can't learn.
But I do think that like she is not fit to be a teacher if she's going to pick and choose who she's willing to teach.
Yeah, and if she's going in scared.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and honestly, I want to.
Maybe she's scared of kids.
Maybe she's a brand new teacher.
She's
I don't know.
Gotta be new.
Because my first year at working in schools, I was scared of the kids. But it wasn't until I came back the second year the kids were like, "Oh, he's sticking around."
Yeah.
Like he's not just gonna like come in and then leave right away, which is what a lot of teachers do in tougher schools.
Yeah, you can't come in afraid of the kids and then be like, "Oh, it's because they're white."
Gary, how do you feel about white kids?
Yeah, Gary.
I taught for a summer in.
Did you teach too?
No, not like in like a yearly position, but I was part of this summer program in Jersey City, and it was pretty diverse. And,
What'd you teach?
It was more like being like an instructor. Like we had like 4 subjects that we had to do in the first half of the day, English, and then kind of like we would watch a movie, and then
You taught the movie part?
no, we would teach. We just had like one group of kids that we were in charge of, and then like it was English. We had to read something during that like half hour, and then
Did you have white
discuss it.
kids?
Yeah, there was kids. Yeah, there was a lot of Filipino kids, black kids. It was in Jersey City, so it was pretty diverse.
So which race was your favorite?
Yeah.
Definitely the Filipino kids.
Garri.
Gary,
Yeah.
you're the problem.
Pick
with-
and choose,
I was
huh?
choosing. No, it was just like it was the first time like being in a classroom situation where I wasn't like one of. There was just like a bunch of Filipinos. I was like, oh, this is fucking cool.
See, I don't.
That's what I say when I see white people.
this is
I
fucking
go,
cool.
this is fucking cool.
Oh, nice.
Thank God.
Yeah, it doesn't sound so great over here, does it, Garri?
This is
Terrible when you say it.
my
Jeff.
issue.
It's terrible, man.
My issue with the this entire thread, or like most of this thread, I don't want to say all of it, but like here, yes, to be fair, white people in general have always and will always try to undermine non-whites. Your fear is justified. Don't have to feel weird about it. POC have to deal with a lot in spaces where whites exist. I don't think that like I don't know. I don't feel that to be true.
Wait, I just to be fair, white people.
Do you guys not listen when I read things out loud?
Well, we read it and then we got to process.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's a very complex thing to say.
I feel like I asserted authority, and like it was fine. Like the classroom was on board with what do you call it, with me, and so I never felt like disrespected or anything.
Yeah,
I mean,
everybody was good to you, Garri?
Yeah, all the kids were good. It was a good group of kids.
That's great.
I felt disrespected, by the kids all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one time, all the kids. This was my first year teaching in working at high school. I had never told any of the students that I was a stand-up comedian, but some kids looked me up, found out I did stand-up,
Yeah.
and I thought it was gonna be a big issue. And it was. I remember it was Monday. I came back from the weekend. All the kids found out I did stand-up. I was like freaked out about it, and then there was actually a couple kids' parents called me, and was like, "Hey, my son told me that you do stand up, and I think it's fine."
Oh, really?
They gave you a vote of support.
Yeah, and then I
Wait,
realized,
they said that your stand-up is fine? They watched your clips?
Oh,
actually, yeah, one
they were judging your act.
one of the moms was like, "I did watch your stand up. It's very funny."
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and then I realized, by Wednesday these kids aren't even gonna care. They're gonna
Yeah.
have moved on to something else.
Their
So-
attention span. Yeah.
Yeah, they give. Yeah, I remember we found one of our teachers' dating profiles
Oh, whoa.
on Yahoo, and that was a hell of a week. But then
Oh,
it blew
man.
over after we got it all out of our system.
Right.
Yeah.
But like this, hold on, I want to go. So to be fair, white people in general always have and always will try to undermine non-whites.
You do that, Jeff.
How so? Tell me how.
Whenever I say anything, you go, "Oh yeah." Oh really?
And I do not let you pay for anything. I go, he probably can't.
Can't afford this.
Yesterday, Jeff. We're at his apartment, and Chelsea is like, "We have two sets of Settlers of Catan.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want one?" And then Jeff goes, "Yeah. How much do you want to pay for it?"
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Oh man, make
It's
them
like,
pay.
Yeah, how much do you want it for? To be fair, the other Settlers of Catan is missing half of the pieces.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's why I didn't give it to you, because there's nothing in it.
Oh.
But I give you my soccer ball for free.
Oh, was it that blue thing that was out there?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was wondering what it was there.
Because I'm trying to
that's
be a
fucking
soccer
great.
guy.
Let's see. POCs have to deal with it in a lot of spaces where whites exist.
Yeah, we have
Do you
to.
feel when there's a lot of white people around, do you feel undermined?
I don't.
You don't.
But I also when I'm in white spaces, I'm usually like the stand-up comedian on stage.
That makes
So it's really hard to. It's easy to feel undermined as a comedian, because if people are heckling or not laughing or whatever. But I don't usually feel undermined because I have a microphone and no one else does.
What about like a mall in Seattle?
I don't feel undermined in a mall.
You're not
That's a
going,
weird place.
Can I
Yeah.
get a Jamba Juice? No.
No, I don't feel undermined as I'm walking through the world.
Yeah, I can't imagine that.
I think it's like if I was going to empathize with these people, and which I guess I should.
Yeah, where's this person coming from?
I think that it sucks to live in that mindset where you're constantly thinking that everyone's racist.
Yeah, it's not healthy.
And I think that perhaps they went through a lot of like racial like experiences, maybe even like 2 experiences where people were being racist to them, and then that's just affected their lens too much.
Sounds like it.
So I mean, I can recall 2 overt racist moments that I've been through, but I thought that both of those guys were nuts, so I didn't even think about it again.
Right, you didn't just blanket everybody with it.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This was just like not a one-off, but like it was just this person and their thoughts.
well, there's one time I was outside of the Comedy Underground, RAP. It was a comedy club in Seattle, and I was outside smoking a cigarette with this other girl who was Asian as well. We were both smoking cigarettes, and this like homeless dude came up and was like, "Can I bum a cigarette?" And I was like,
homeless guy.
and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident he was homeless.
He's not in the right mind in the first place.
But he was like, "Can I bum a cigarette?" And I was like, I bummed this from my friend downstairs, which is true. And then the guy said that I should go back to Korea.
Yeah. Well, they always say something terribly mean after you say no, you can't have a cigarette.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
The amount of times I've been called an F slur
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
for not
I
giving.
couldn't imagine you being called an F slur.
They call me an F slur. I
Wow.
go, no, it's my last cigarette. They go, oh, and then immediately I get hit with
They're
an F slur.
really reaching so far.
Yeah.
I
That's
got-
what I live with.
I was on a date, and we were going to the movies, and we're just kind of walking around before the movie started. I got called the N-word by a homeless guy.
Oh.
It was a dry. He was just like on his like shitty bike, and he just like.
Did that make you feel cool? You must.
Yeah,
feel
what do you
cool.
think?
No,
It was
no,
like, oh,
that
did you
did
hear
not.
that?
It was not the right situation.
That guy thought I was cool
Yeah.
and black.
And then it was super awkward.
What ethnicity was this lady you were?
She was
dating?
white.
She was white? Oh, yeah.
And then she said something even more like stupid. Like
She
was
probably
like,
wanted your big hog after that.
And she said,
Maybe.
"Oh, she's like, I'll be your N-word." I was like, "No, this
What?
is not how this situation goes."
She said that.
Yeah, and it was just like,
And she
no.
said the word.
"Yeah,
Oh, well, crazy homeless lady.
yeah." No. She
They're
was
not
the
the
date.
most filtered.
Yeah.
She was the date.
No.
Wait,
yeah.
the date said I will.
Yeah.
I will be the homeless guy. Rides his bike past me and my date.
Oh, I was not. I misheard.
Yeah,
And then she was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool."
yeah,
I'll be your N-word.
yeah. I
Yeah.
was just like, no. I was like, this is. I was like, I had to like educate her. I was like, no.
You
no.
educated her? Why
Well,
didn't
I
you
mean,
just?
I just
Gary,
like,
you just stopped and taught a lesson right
Yeah.
then and there.
I was like, no. I was like, wait a minute.
You should have chained her up.
No, I should have changed her. off.
Gary was like, "It is
Change-
time for you to listen."
Yeah. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Wow. See, all
What'd
right.
you tell her?
I was just like, no, he did not use the N-word in the right way. And and she's like, what? She's like, but it's like, no.
Oh,
this is-
did she think like how black guys go my N-word?
Yeah.
Oh.
She thought it was like a friendly context. And she, it was.
I thought,
super awkward.
yeah, that interesting. That's very interesting and stupid of that lady. But hey,
Yeah.
if you're a dumb lady, if you're a dumb white lady, Gary would need some pussy.
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
this is what it's like to be a person of color in a white world.
Yeah.
Women are being your N-words.
they're offering to, yeah.
If you want to slob,
Oh my
if you're stupid and have no IQ, slob some off Gary.
Yeah.
He needs it.
Wilfred's going back to Korea.
Oh, let's watch this one. This one's very funny. It's this TikTok that I found of this. So this is a very white-looking lady, right? Here, let's see.
She's a blonde.
Recently about being a quarter Korean, a lot of people had these comments about
She's a quarter Korean.
Yeah.
dating as an Asian male, saying that it's more difficult, or asking if I've dated an Asian male, or just making like derogatory comments. And I have to say, I do have an Asian brother.
Also, so they asked if she had dated an Asian male. You'll go on to learn that she never said yes to that.
Oh.
She's talking about her brother who was a quarter.
Also a quarter.
Yes, also a quarter Asian.
A quarter Asian. I know some people are going to come for me in the comments and argue with me that he's not Asian, but he is. He's
Also, and that's what he looks like. Well,
literally has Korean blood in him.
Two white
And
people.
I would say that being part Korean has only helped him. He's a very successful
he looks like Alexander Skarsgård.
serial
Yeah.
leader. And he's got a really unique look. I just think it's so interesting to see.
Look at that.
How is that a unique look?
Yeah.
It's not unique at all.
There's no. I can't see Asian in either of them.
No.
What like a mix like that looks like. I personally can't wait to see how my 1/8 Korean niece and nephew end up looking as they get older.
1/8.
And if anyone knows any 8th Korean people, I actually found one today and followed her out here on TikTok. But like, I would love to see that representation as well, just because I don't think there's that many of us that are a quarter and 8th, and that are adults.
She's referring to herself as drugs.
I'm
an eighth of.
This is why I hate mixed Asians so much. This is why I hate, because they're like, we need representation. It's like, we don't have representation.
What? No, I can't. She needs representation.
Oh yeah, this white-looking lady needs representation.
Cheekbones, man. She's fine. She's doing.
She needs help. I bet she couldn't get into any school she wanted.
Her name's Tony Cassidy. If you want to find her on TikTok,
That's Tony with an I.
Toni Cassidy 9.
She was just a blonde woman.
Yeah, she's a blonde woman. That's crazy to me that she's.
Put
Feels
it in
like
the comments. Take me there and see what they got.
Girl, we're a rare breed.
Oh my god.
Hashtag Asian sisters. Let's see what Asian persuasion looks like. Just another hot mixed Asian girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
We asked if you date Asians and you went all Alabama in your response. She did not talk about dating Asians at all.
No, she just talked about how attractive her brother is.
Yeah, how her brother dates a lot and how her brother now has a white wife.
Yeah,
and they're gonna make less Asian kids.
Yeah, an eighth to be specific.
Yeah. This one says it was difficult in the 90s and 2000s. Nowadays, we are the most popular minority group in males. No, we are not.
Are you really?
No, we are not.
She says, but Tony says she loves this perspective.
Yeah, I love that Trump's perspective was that it was stolen from him.
I don't know. This is a random TikTok comment.
You can't just make shit up like that.
That's got to be true.
I love this perspective. I love this idea that's the truth.
But when they're saying like most popular minority group, I feel that has a lot to do with like K-pop.
I think nowadays it's like much more different than how we grew up.
Yeah.
Like people, whenever I say jokes about how like tough it was or has been growing up Asian and like dating, everyone's like, well, yeah, but now it's different. It's like, well, those people that are into Asians are 19.
Yeah. They grew up entirely different.
I'm 37 and you guys say I can't bang them.
Yeah.
So what do you want me to be happy or do you want me to bang these like
Yeah, we grew up with
you
such
wanna
a
let me
different
complain?
circumstance.
Well, you're popular now.
Yeah, I'm a big deal. I'm a big freaking deal.
Most popular group.
Yeah. Because of these have you seen a Korean pop star like those bands like BTS?
Yeah, you can't tell. There was this girl that I don't know how she found me, but she was like DMing me because she's really into Asians. She was young too, and she was like DMing me all these like K-pop people or these like Asian pop stars.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could not tell you the difference between any of those people.
Yeah.
And she's like, they're not even from the same country.
Oh.
Like, some of them were Chinese, some of them were Korean, some were Japanese, but they're all so like modified.
Yeah.
That they all look like AI
They're so homogenous.
Asian.
Like the look of a Korean pop star. There's like a boy band that like my cousin posted and it was like, oh, this is another K-pop band that they're into. And I just looked them up. I'm like, oh, they're Filipino. But they look and they just have that vibe where
What's the name of the band? Do you know?
Oh, I have no idea.
Ugh.
Did not remember.
Garri.
Garri, you got to support your people.
Yeah, you got to remember these things.
Asian boy band.
Was the woman that said she's India, was she a white lady?
Yeah.
Do you think what do you think about this one? You know how I said earlier, white men and Asian women are our kryptonite. We cannot control ourselves around such sweet treats.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Go ahead.
Jeff sees
now-
like an Asian woman, sees like mochi ice cream or something. Is it like,
Yeah.
I turn into an anime cartoon where my head gets big and I get that big teardrop.
Yeah. And then she turns into a turkey. A cooked turkey.
Now with new wave feminism, women taking charge more, and men taking a bit of a back seat. You could even also say in white wave feminism or whitewashed feminism. Do you think white women are taking over the white male role, and now they are fetishizing what Asian men the way white men fetishize Asian women as their own power, like take back the power thing?
I don't.
Like they're like, now we'll do it.
I don't have.
You see what I'm saying?
I can't
Yeah.
logically say why I feel that the answer is no,
Oh, okay.
but it feels like the answer is no.
All right, you're gonna give me a no.
yeah.
I don't think like this whitewashed feminism is actually. I think that they're still into what they're into, and society hasn't really gotten far enough to like accept all Asian men as like sexual beings.
Oh, you think we're catching up still?
I think there's still some catch up. I mean, there are these like AI looking Korean guys
Mm-hmm.
that like they're attractive to any person because they're like some of the most beautiful people in the world.
Also, maybe
But-
we're like in the '60s,
What do you mean?
like in the white men, Asian women, fetishized times.
Oh,
I feel like-
post Vietnam.
Yeah. And I think it probably peaked early aughts.
Peaked? I think we're still in the.
Still, yeah.
You think we're still in
We're
it?
still in the
You think it peaked? Yeah, I feel like it peaked.
Asian woman, white male.
Maybe it's just more accepted. Maybe not peaked. You know what I mean? Like it's
I
just
mean,
kinda like
you
now we just
fucking
accept-
get in these Reddit threads.
Yeah.
They sure are complaining.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Wait, who's complaining? The Asian men?
the Asian men. Yeah, they
Oh.
got some opinions.
So you still got along, but I wonder if it's gonna head that way. Watch it
Where?
does, and then like women are all just trying to bang Asian dudes, and you guys are like 85, and nobody wants you.
People are gonna want us.
Because at 85 we'll look like we're 65. And we'll still be bangable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna go into these retirement centers.
Oh
homes.
sure. Gary's
Yeah.
just cleaning up a retirement center.
I know.
Keeps banging my wife. Gary, stay away from my wife.
Yeah, don't booyah Chelsea. Here, this one's a real quick one. Another video that I saw. It's race preferences in dating. So it's all a bunch of facts that happen really fast. So you're gonna want to pay attention.
Oh jeez,
We'll
all right.
try.
2.4 million dating interactions were looked at by researchers, and they looked at men and women's response rates to each other on a dating app. So here around me, we have how women respond to men. So white, Asian, and Latino women went for the white men, while black women went for black men.
You get that?
Mm-hmm.
Just trying not to go too fast for you.
Everyone goes white, black women go black men.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now it's men responding to women.
Or do we
Black
go?
men, white men, and Latino men had the highest response rates for Asian women, and Asian men went for Latinas.
Whoa, that's interesting.
Oh,
Asian men went Latina. Everyone else went Asian.
Interesting.
How do you feel about that? You're a big, thick booty, creep.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you're doing, Gary?
What swipe?
Are you going with the statistics?
Are
Are you another number?
I think yeah.
Are
I
you a
think I would
Latina
fall
chaser?
into that. I would be a Latina chaser.
Wow, interesting. Wilfred, would you?
I got myself a white lady.
You do have
Yeah,
a white lady.
She's a queen.
Yeah, you do have a white lady. I would probably more identify with being an Asian man.
Oh, you would go
Oh.
Latina?
Yeah, I tend to gravitate probably.
Yeah, Chelsea's got a
She does get people do think she's Puerto Rican quite often.
ethnic
Oh, yeah.
ambiguous
Mm-hmm.
look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You like the dark-haired girls?
Love them.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Women responding to men the least responses
So yeah, this is now women responding to men the least.
went to black men. Black women had the least interactions with white men, and black women had the least response rate from any race on the men's side. This data is clearly controversial. It's meant to show you guys what the numbers really look like in the real world. Let me know what you guys think.
Interesting. What do you think?
I don't know. You guys.
What do I think?
Yeah.
I mean, you can like kind of, you can break it down and you're like, oh, I can see how it all makes sense, I guess. In the sense that we were talking Asian women being fetishized.
Yeah, there's
They
like
seem to be going after.
there's like narratives that are that go around about any race or ethnicity, and that narrative affects your attractiveness level.
Mm-hmm. White dudes been seen in positions of power for so long, so they
Yep.
still get the, date
And then
up.
Garri in public saying he's got a tiny dingaling.
Right,
and
right,
then
right.
saying all Asian men have tiny dingalings like mine.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't help us.
It doesn't. Well,
Looks like Asian men have abandoned Asian women.
Yeah.
They're like, fine, go for
Go
it.
ahead, go get yourself a whitey.
We're heading south of the border.
I'm gonna get myself a whitey, and I'm gonna make a kid that I'll hate.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
You'll make a
yeah.
mixed race child that you would be
Yeah,
like,
it's-
your struggles do not count, my boy. What a terrible father you'll be.
I'm gonna be a great father.
Oh, yeah? What were the comments on this
What is
video? Let's see if there were any hot takes.
I think it's changed a lot now. Younger people date whoever. IMO. Isn't this study almost 10 years old? I feel it's not reflective of how dating is in real life. People changed since then and more open-minded.
How old is this?
I don't know. Apparently 10 years ago. This might be U.S. specific.
Oh, it's totally U.S. specific.
no, this is super true.
Depends on region. Yeah, I would say it's,
Yeah.
U.S.
Because I didn't realize, like, there's not like a big Latino population in Michigan, so it's not like
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a decent size.
There's a decent, but like, I feel like Southwest Detroit is probably the area that has the most Latinos.
Yeah.
This
but I
one
feel
said-
like if I wasn't out there, like, and I didn't really hang out in that area, so I didn't really like meet a lot of like.
This
Latino
one says,
women.
I don't blame Asian men.
Oh. For what?
That's so.
For being big booty creeps like Garri is.
Oh, no, let Gary be what
Let me get my
Gary
booty.
is. Yeah.
I have no ass. We've already shown.
When was the
them on
last time
preview.
have you been on a date recently?
No, I haven't.
How's Field going?
Field is. I checked it yesterday.
Did you change your pictures?
I didn't change the pictures.
You have to change those
I
pictures.
need a bio.
I showed him and Chelsea and Teresa your pictures. They're awful. You
Yeah.
need to change your
That
He
pictures.
did
was the-
show us all. And we all went, Gary, no.
Yeah.
All right.
We actually had a moment of silence. We had to
light a
stop
candle?
playing the game because we were like, this is too upsetting for us.
Mhm.
Oh dear. All right.
All right, let's do one more. We're at 53. We gotta
Oh,
keep
really?
it under 59 because of comedian discovery.
Yeah.
You know. While we're at it, I got some shout outs. Ben Bazria, he commented on a YouTube video about which video was it?
One of the clips?
No, it was one of the like
Full vids?
no.
All right, take your time. I'll vamp. Am I always wearing the same hoodie?
I feel like
I think I am.
Oh, okay. So this was me. This is when we were talking about James Dresnock, and I said that him teaching them, the people in Korea, English, probably led to all this technological advances, and in an indirect way, probably helped with them developing nuclear weapons.
Okay.
I said that, and both of you were like, "No way." And then Ben, my boy Ben,
your boy Ben.
shout out to Ben. He's commented a few times. Keep coming with those comments. I actually do feel like Wilfred made a good point about the value of teaching English to the North Koreans. You guys are awesome. Hope you keep doing the podcast.
Oh.
thank you, Ben.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it looks like there's some replies. What did you say? in response.
Thank you. We're recording today, and I will make sure to mention this to them.
Throw it in her face.
Yeah. Hashtag I am a weasel.
He said, make sure you let them know several times if possible. A condescending voice might also be helpful, but I'll leave it up to you, discerning judgment.
All right.
So that's Ben. I also
Ben.
got a text from my buddy Keegan that I went to high school with and college. Haven't talked to this guy in like 7 or 8 years, but he texted me.
Yeah.
He's like, big fan of the podcast. So shout out Keegan Noakes, buddy.
Is
I
Keegan
miss-
Filipino?
Nope, white kid.
Oh, really?
I think Ben is too. I don't think we have any Asian fans, honestly.
I want us to have Asian fans.
We'll
I
get
don't
there.
think I'm the right one
Yeah.
for you to latch on to.
I want a sea of Asian women in my audiences.
Nope.
See, you had to make it women, dude. Why
I'm-
couldn't it be?
I'm a
sea of
white
Asian-
man. I have to.
I'm the
They are my kryptonite.
I'm the Asian Candace Owens. There's no way we're getting Asians. But yeah, thank you guys. You guys got to keep commenting. Like, put us some reviews on Apple Podcasts and Spotify too. We need that shit. And definitely subscribe to the Wilfred Padua channel. We're at 923. We can start getting a little like cents.
Sense.
Once
we get
we get to 1,000.
we need 67 more followers. Or is there 77? 77 more.
77 more followers.
Pretty good.
Yep. I took all the hashtags from Tough Questions and I just copied and pasted them.
You son of a bitch.
So it was like hashtag Theo Vaughn, hashtag Andrew Schultz. Look at all these.
You son of a
Hashtag
bitch.
hilarious. Hashtag YouTube Shorts. Hashtag Are You Garbage.
Does this say hashtag winning?
Yeah, that's all. That's all stuff. It's all stuff that Tim wrote and I just
Really?
copied and pasted.
Hilarious.
Yeah. I think we got some other comments on. Where's this playlist at?
All right.
Did Peter Wong Ding Dong get any?
Peter Wong Ding Dong.
Yep.
Great
Ben
episode.
said, "Great episode, man. Touched on a lot of topics." Oh, here's another one. Me getting proven to be right. Because in this episode, I talked about how a lot of like it was a lady complaining about how like she's being whitewashed by talking like white people, but all the internet has made all of our language homogenous. So a lot of the slang, like the term "it's giving" or like "bussin'" or whatever, is actually from black culture. And it goes from black culture to gays to white ladies.
Oh.
And this guy said "it's giving" definitely came from black culture. Almost everything does. Finna, cap, yas, bussin', slay, etc. Wilfred got the evolution right. Black community, then gays, then younger generation through social media. I wrote, "Thank you. Once again, I was proven right in the comments."
Oh, God.
So, you're welcome for being your leader and for being right all the time. I'm sorry you guys keep questioning this. I feel like an Asian lady teaching white kids.
Yeah. Oh, man. We're gonna take you down.
Yep. Anyways, thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, please. We want to keep interacting with you guys on these things. I'm at Wilfred Padua. You can follow Garri Fishboat Madeira at
Night Soil, man.
Night Soil.
Ed Garcom, GARCOM.
And I'm at New York Jeffrey.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Cheers.